to set.
Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action!
Welcome to the Enter The Fangirls podcast. I'm Sam.
I'm Lexie, and we're two girls with a slight obsession of everything pop culture.
Macy's back.
Whoop, whoop.
I don't remember the last time you were on.
It was for Scream.
Was it for Scream?
No, it was for when we did like our comfort movies, right?
Oh,
Right.
That's so right.
I'm like, I feel like it's been so long because we keep having ideas where we need you to come back, but then we've had like things that have deadlines that need to come out. So then we're like, okay, so we're pushed this episode with Macy back, but we needed to have you on for this one, obviously.
Yeah.
We're talking Riverdale season 6, primarily the finale because we don't remember anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically that.
After every episode, I started doing that thing where I do the
Out of context.
Riverdale episode spoilers without context. It takes so much brain power to find stuff because I'm still like trying to like figure out what just happened.
Because so much happens.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, I haven't reviewed this show since Riverdale. I think I like got to like episode 4 of Riverdale before I stopped reviewing it. So I just had to review the finale, and I forgot how difficult it is to like try and talk about this show when so many things happen, like a mile a minute.
And also, how do you explain? Like, how do you put it into words?
It took me so long. Like, the episode finished, and I just, like, immediately had to start in because I'm just like, I will forget everything. And I'm like, I don't think I can rewatch it because it'll give me a headache.
At some point, before the season finale even happened, people were asking when I was doing the recap for season 6, because, I do, like, the little edit where I do like a recap, and I'm like, give me a second, y'all. Let me take a little breather before I deep dive into every episode of season 6.
This season feels 5 years long.
No, it does. But it was probably, I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I think this was like the worst season in my opinion. Like I missed episodes, and like I didn't care that I missed episodes.
I'm still behind on some episodes and I just haven't watched. I think Macy's a fan.
Yeah, Macy.
Here's the thing. I just, like, the mindset I have for Riverdale now is just, like, I'm just so excited to see what crazy things they're going to do. Like, I see it I watch it so differently now than when I did in season 1 and season 2 and season 3. Like, I think
at this point, I think they're just writing stuff for you.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're just writing things like, no context, we'll love this.
Sometimes I feel like that because people always say that, like, they wrote this line just for you. And at first I was just like, whatever, they've been doing this forever. And then sometimes I'm just like, this is weird. The Dr. Curdle Jr. in a Ghoulies jacket, that wasn't
iconic.
For me. That wasn't for me.
I need them to give him a girlfriend in season 7 and name her Macy. Just for you.
Yes.
I'm petitioning for me to be in it somehow, and I know that Chrissy said she was gonna bring it up in the writers' room, so we will see.
Or like even like if you can't be physically there, just like get like a picture of you on like a murder board or something like that. Like I think that is the perfect way to incorporate you.
Oh my god, I would cry because like I have no hopes of them flying me to like Vancouver or whatever.
You can come stay with me.
Murder board.
We can go together.
Sobbing. I would be
See, that would be like perfect for you. Like a true crime enthusiast, Riverdale enthusiast. It's just like a perfect happy medium.
I've always wanted to be a dead body on something or like on a murder board or a case file.
Oh my god, that was me when I found out that Scream was filming in Montreal. I'm like, I can play dead. I will happily get murdered. We were hoping that they were going to do it with like the podcast, but we were hoping we could be the opening kill on the podcast, like Ghostface pops in.
Oh my god.
They never got back to us about that. So, can't imagine why.
Where do we begin?
Well, it started with Riverdale, but we already discussed that.
But I think the major question was if Riverdale was going to play into Riverdale, which it did, which I do like the way that they incorporated it.
I really liked Riverdale, but I kind of wish it would have just stayed separate. Because I really, like, I know this show is never going to be normal again, but I really miss the days of the weirdest thing there being just an organ harvesting cult. Like, I miss that simplicity. I don't want them to have superpowers.
Yeah,
It's too much. I'm okay with the time traveling. I love that. We'll get there. But, like, the superpowers is where I draw the line. I'm like, this is too much.
Yeah, I think that's why I didn't like this season. Because, like, I was a true crime fan. I love murder mysteries. And this was, like, not a murder mystery.
And Riverdale is so good at coming up with mysteries that are so batshit insane you have no idea where they're going to go. Mm-hmm. And I just didn't feel like we got that this season at all.
Yeah. Definitely.
I think that they did kind of, like, at least have some true crime because TBK wasn't really a supernatural
thing. About him. Like, yes.
That had so much potential and, like, they fumbled it so bad, in my opinion.
I know so many people were confused, like, I think this is TBK and this is TBK, and I was like, we already know who he is. Like, we've already imagined
it. Yeah, it was
just like everybody was confused about that.
Underwhelming.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
It
very
was.
They really should have dealt with that in season 5. As much as I don't want Polly to die, I feel like having her be killed by TBK maybe would have been a better way to resolve that, and then that kind of be the focus. Mm-hmm. But, like, as I say with Riverdale, they always put way too much on their plate, and then it becomes so jumbled, and they're, like, scrambling to figure out how to tie things up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember last year that they said they didn't know who TBK was going to be yet. So they didn't even know who they were going to make TBK.
I don't know how you go into a mystery like that and not have an end game.
They did that with the Black Hood too. Remember, like, Lachlan didn't
At
even
least
know.
That worked, in my opinion.
It did.
The way they ended up explaining it, but
then the CGI eyes, so his eyes matched.
Oh yeah.
Black Hood. That was like a little, like, extra.
Look, I will overlook all of that purely for the scene where Alice tells him that FP is a real man.
Yes.
Because that scene remains the best.
I miss
season 2
those days.
Can we just do, like, a season 2 episode where we just talk
a
all
rewatch?
That
was a great
was
season.
Everything to me.
Great season.
Yeah. I miss those days. 2017 to 2018, Riverdale was just so superior.
It was.
It was so superior.
I wonder how they're going to explain, like, are they going to say that Hal died, like, when they're in 1955? Because they weren't resurrected or anything, so.
No.
Okay, so when I watched it last night, I Snapchat Sam this morning. I was like, please let me know why I fully expected Frank Andrews to show up. No, Fred Andrews. And I was like, this is upsetting.
I think... Yeah. No, because I'm actually so worried about how they're going to do that. Like, are they going to say he's already dead? Or are they going to say he's at war? Because in the 50s, no one was divorced.
Right.
Really.
Yeah.
Or he died.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have died in war. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm hoping Hal is at war, but I know if they ask Lachlan, he's coming back.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He
comes back every chance he gets. And you know what? I don't mind it. I love him.
I don't either. I love him.
People give Hal a bad rep, which is deserved.
Yes.
But Lachlan is an angel, and I love him.
He does a great job.
He does. He takes everything they give him with stride, and he doesn't complain. They made him a murderer, and he was just like, yeah, I'll come back.
Yeah.
I'll be your punch bag anytime you ask.
We love that.
Love him.
Love that man. I wish Skeet had the same mindset.
Well, everyone's like upset that he's filming this new show, but I guess no one follows him on Instagram anymore that he's filming it right now.
Yeah.
Also, everybody just like took that like article with Roberto. And they're like, oh my god, Skeet's coming back. I'm like, babies, no. He's not coming back. He hates
Should he? For like the finale? Yes, absolutely.
I will take them CGIing his face onto somebody.
Oh, yeah.
But he's not coming back in person. I know this.
Unless Machen like twists his arms.
Oh my god, please.
I need my Skeet content.
I miss them so much. It hurts.
Yeah. We get like the occasional comment. And that's it. And I feel so
not
starved.
Enough anymore.
I just need them to go for dinner together. Like, Machen should go to New Orleans right now.
Yes, she should. And then
I would
have to go.
Yeah, of course. What are we talking about?
I don't know. We haven't actually discussed what happened this week.
Because I don't know where to start. I don't remember anything.
So, basically, everyone got superpowers after the explosion. What, Archie's is invincible. Yeah. Right? Betty can see auras. Jughead can read minds and apparently can open portals. Tabitha can time travel. Veronica has the kiss of death, which
I will talk about because it pissed me off that was her power. Give her something better, but whatever.
And then Cheryl
is pyrokinetic.
And is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Bingo.
Oh, sorry, Bingo. Bingo has healing powers.
Okay.
Yeah.
With his saliva. Love that. Okay, so...
Yeah, was there anybody else that had powers?
I don't think so.
I think Alice deserved some powers. Alice should have had telekinesis controlled by her rage.
This all could have turned...
Oh
I wish this was like Sky High. I wish this turned into like Sky High.
That would have been fun.
That would have been fun. Are you too young to know that movie, Sam?
It's okay.
I haven't seen it, so
it's really good, but it's okay.
So yeah, they all have superpowers. They're all dealing with their superpowers throughout the season, and then they realize that they have to actually use their superpowers. Because Percival comes to town, and Percival.
How do we feel about Percival? Because I was reading a review, and she said that Percival is one of the most interesting villains the show has ever had. And I'm like on the fence about that. Because like he wasn't bad, but I think he was maybe a little underutilized.
I think he was the first like true villain. Like when you think of a villain, Percival is
because Hiram has been like our villain, but like he's not really a villain. He's also had he has emotions, he cares. Yeah. Percival
does not.
Is
care.
Percival not
he
like
only
the devil?
Cares about himself.
No, Lucifer was the devil.
Lucifer, sorry.
Lucifer, whatever.
Mr. Cypher, if you will.
Oh my god. That was
Percival, he back in the 1500s maybe.
Yeah.
He just wanted to learn the dark arts and became really powerful, and then he sold his soul to the devil for some reason.
I knew there was some kind of devil thing in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he made himself immortal so Lucifer could never have his soul. That was like a loophole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's why in the episode before the finale, Tabitha took him back to that time before he made himself immortal, so that he could have the devil could have his soul.
Gotcha. Okay.
I went down to Riverdale. He was looking for a soul to steal.
He was in the back. He was way behind. He won't make a deal. I will start singing the entire song. So
I know.
So Percival is like this immortal, ageless person, and he's trying to. What was the deal with Riverdale? He wanted to take it over because his Betty, Archie, and Jughead's ancestors tried to kill him. Am I totally off?
They did.
Okay.
His ancestor. Well, they're Riverdale. Because remember, Percival's from Riverdale.
Oh my God, Macy, I did not know this. You're gonna make me so confused now. Oh God.
I already am.
That's why when they first, remember, Veronica asked Geraldo to look up about Percival and find out anything about him, and they were like, we can't find any documents about there being a Percival. It's because Percival is from the Riverdale universe. So it's the Riverdale Orpheus ancestors that did him wrong.
Oh my Lanta. Okay. What the hell? Okay, I guess it makes sense now. But so then how did he get to River? Oh, because when the explosion happened, it opened like a portal to get him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. Okay, I'm on track now.
Maybe we should have actually watched the episodes we missed.
No, I do remember that because I
don't remember.
Either the second to last episode or the third to last episode they talked about it. Well, how like Percival came to Riverdale.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah, I remember him entering town.
He did the tell-all to Alice.
Yeah,
and he explained all that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so Percival just basically wants Riverdale, and obviously everyone in Riverdale is not going to let that happen, and they use their powers to basically kill Percival. Then Percival decides that if he can have Riverdale, no one can have Riverdale. So he redirects his comment to basically end Riverdale forever. And
was there like any explanation on how that was only going to destroy Riverdale and not any other part of the world?
Because he put a barrier around Riverdale. Right. So people could come into Riverdale, but they could not come out.
Okay. Because I'm like, how is that just going to like blow up the town and like everything else is just completely unscathed? But
it's Riverdale.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why.
They also said that because am I making this up? Veronica said something like, "Why is no one helping us?" Because they don't know that the comet's heading towards them, or something like that.
Kevin said, "Why can't we get the government to shoot it down, or why isn't this all over the internet?" And Heather said because Percival's spell made it to where no one can help you, so no one knows what's happening in the town outside of Riverdale.
Okay, makes sense. Also, how did Heather be like, I was gonna go get back to Greenvale? She couldn't leave Riverdale.
It was after they destroyed the comet that she would go back to Greendale.
But how did she know that was going to happen?
She said if.
Betty literally said, ask me to marry you again after the comet. So, like, they were just having some hope.
Fair. Yeah. Good for them. I wouldn't.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, so basically they bind all their powers and get it into Cheryl so she can basically...
But how did they get it into Cheryl? Veronica kisses her.
Which was kind of everything.
Veronica has kissed every single person on this show.
I love
that for her.
Yeah, okay.
Has she
Betty,
kissed Tony?
Veronica. I don't think so.
I think the main ones.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she's kissed Tabitha.
She's kissed the entire core four.
Yes.
Tabitha's only kissed Jughead, I think.
Love that for her.
Which is fine, because Tabitha is literally an angel. Like, not literally, but also literally.
Literally, yeah.
Literally.
I mean, when your grandfather is Pop Tate, you're bound to be a saint.
I wanted her to, when they, like,
character.
No, she is. When they were introducing her, I wanted her to cause more chaos, but, like, I love her.
She's my favorite addition to the show. Mm-hmm. I don't think, like, I definitely think the show has obviously gone downhill since its first couple seasons. That's kind of common knowledge, but I think she really boosted it.
Oh, definitely.
Especially for, like, fans who, like, stopped watching. I think a lot of them have come back and been like, oh, I love Tabitha. And, like, good for her.
Yes.
I hope she's booked with Busy after this.
Yes, Erin.
And they better not harm a hair on her head in season 7.
I will lose it.
No. Which I'm hoping that she's in I wonder how they're gonna explain her being in Riverdale in 1955. She's technically wasn't born there or went to high school there.
How will that go? Because wasn't like, obviously racism is still a big thing, but like wasn't it like especially a thing back in the 50s?
I think they'll definitely like touch on that.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, I feel like that's gonna be a problem, and I feel like that might be a thing if they have Jughead and Tabitha still together. It's gonna be like a cause of drama, kind of like how it's gonna be with Cheryl and Tony being
and
gay
Kevin
in the 50s.
And Moose.
Yeah. This season is gonna put me through the emotional ringer. I'm not ready.
No, it is. Yeah, so basically Cheryl melts the comet, and then somehow they time travel back to 1955.
I hated that. I hated when she was melting that comet. Like, someone, I think it was on TikTok, they pointed out, they're like, why does it sound like she's both yelling, screaming, and talking as slow as possible as she's trying to yell out this spell? I'm like, you're absolutely right. Also, why was the comet moving at, like, snail's pace? And why did she take so long to read the spell? Everything about it bothered me.
I definitely plan on posting that clip.
Yeah.
Just randomly.
However, her apocalypse outfit killed.
Scarlet Witch vibes.
Yeah.
I don't remember it, but yeah.
It was like a red, like, cape.
It was basically like...
Oh, okay.
It's like exactly what the Scarlet Witch wears. She wears the same little thing.
Okay. I think I do remember that now.
But, another thing. Okay. It doesn't matter in 1955, but once they get out of 1955, how Veronica sold...
Yeah, did we mention that they go to the 1950s because of this comment?
Yeah, I just quickly mentioned it. We were talking about the 1955 before I mentioned that, but so
they go to the 50s. That's where it ends. Okay, continue, Macy.
I'm wondering, like, okay, so before the comment, Veronica said that Reggie could have the casino, blah, blah, blah. She was going to do her absinthe thing. Okay, here's the thing, though. She doesn't have the powers anymore because she gave it to Cheryl. So how is she going to run her absinthe business? Because she can't filter out the toxins from it that makes her absinthe so popular.
I guess she will.
That was, like, the whole point.
Yeah.
So I wonder what she's gonna do.
They really gave her the worst power. Like, as if they haven't treated Veronica like dirt for, like, 3 seasons now. They give her a power that is basically useless to the actual plot. Because she can't really do much with it. It's not like she can just, like, walk up and kiss people. Like, that's kind of assault, but...
I think also, though, she could, like, touch things and...
Okay.
Like, it was, like, a bunch of things, but remember, she learned how to control it to where...
But just, like, it was, like, just, like, weird, because, like, Jughead could read people's minds to, like, know what they're doing. Tabitha could, like, go into the future to see what's going to happen. Betty could see who's the threat. Archie could, like, fight anybody and not get hurt. And then Veronica's just kind of, like, there, like she always is. And I'm just, like, just give her, like, telekinesis was right there, and I'm mad they didn't give it to anybody. It's my favorite power. Someone deserved it.
I don't know. I feel like Veronica's power, I don't know. I liked the aesthetic of her having the power.
Oh,
like
I love the aesthetic. Yeah. It works perfectly.
The gothic vibes that everything.
And I do like that it ultimately kind of was the thing that saved the town, I guess. Because, like, without her, someone would have died, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Baby Anthony have powers?
Is Baby Anthony going to be a baby again?
No.
High-key, Baby Anthony
That's so
depressing. Because that was the whole thing when Tony said, well, Tabitha can try to age him up or whatever. And they, like, I think Tony said that her and Fangs, like, had come to terms with the fact that doing this meant that they would miss all his childhood.
Okay, you know what? Maybe Kevin deserves the custody after all.
Well, he ain't blood related to him, so he doesn't have a say.
That also bothered me, because I'm like, isn't the point of surrogacy to, like, they wanted it to be like, oh, we don't know who the father is, and they make him look exactly like Fangs. I'm like, just make it ambiguous, because, like, this is obviously their shared child. Or that was the point.
Wait,
And then they just kind of like abandoned the fact that it was supposed to be all three of them.
I don't know how it works. I don't know if they like mix.
I think that's usually what happens.
Or the person has both specimens and mixes it up and just does it, and they just don't know.
Like in the eeny meeny mice.
Yeah. Like
I'm pretty sure there's a fanfic out there where they just have Fangs and Tony like do it, and I'm just like, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what Riverdale just did.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and just whichever one attached to the egg.
But no, that bothered me. I'm like, I so badly wish they would have made baby Anthony look like Casey. Because I just think that would have been so funny. They're fighting for custody away from Kevin, but he looks exactly like Kevin.
That would have been hilarious.
Let me say one thing. The way that he's not baby anymore. The way
we're still gonna call him Baby Anthony. That's his name. That's his birth name.
The way grown up baby Anthony, the way he talks gets on my nerves.
Oh my god, no. Yes.
When he was going to
be fair, he never learned how to properly talk. He is a baby. It's a miracle he can form words.
But when he said to Percival, he said, like, but this blade will hurt you plenty. It was, like, such an awkward sentence, and the way he said it just made me ick. Like, I don't know.
No, I'm just not a fan of adult baby Anthony in general. Like, I don't. Sorry,
I became very over baby Anthony in general purely because they just kept calling him Baby Anthony.
I was like,
why wasn't he just ever Anthony?
He was sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they were just
for
Anthony.
The most part, he was.
He was baby.
And I'm like, yes, we know he's a baby.
Thank you.
I think they just started running with it, especially when Moose said in the finale. He said Big Anthony. I lost it.
Oh god.
There just needs to be like just an evolution from Baby Anthony to Big Anthony. It's just wow.
Something else. Oh.
I can't with this show, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how they think of these ideas. Like, their brains just are built different.
They snort jingle jangle.
Yeah, no, they
10,000%.
I could never think like them. And honestly, I'm upset that I don't have their kind of brains.
You know, people give Riverdale a bad rep, and like anytime they're nominated for something, they're like, oh, they don't deserve it. Like, no, they deserve it, because how do they come up with any of this?
Everybody's talking about it. Everyone knows about the show. There's a reason for that.
Yeah. Like, think of another show that has had more iconic moments. Like, every season there is something that goes viral.
Okay, and
I'm just, in my head, it's just playing, here's to Ronnie, and Archie, and Betty, and Jughead. Art, really.
Yeah.
That episode was really... I'm not going to talk about that.
I can't.
That's not this season, but it was a really good episode. Sorry, continue, Macy.
Oh, I don't even remember.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. I think you were saying something, and I cut you off with the song.
It's okay.
I do it to Alexie every episode. Don't worry. There needs to be like a compilation at some point of just me cutting Alexie off mid sentence or talking over her, because it happens too much.
It's okay.
Okay.
What else happened?
We're only 30 minutes in, so we have like more time we need to cover with this show, and there's so much I feel like we're just forgetting it.
No, there is just... If anyone actually does watch Riverdale, or they're just somehow watching this without zero context to whatever happened this entire season. Yeah.
They go back to Pops in the Sky.
Oh my god, yes!
If you know, you know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was a time.
Saying that out loud, I think I cried. Like, I was laughing so hard saying that out loud.
That's really the case.
Yeah.
It's such a funny sentence.
I'm like trying to like look up other moments that happened. Because everything actually feels like a blur. I don't remember the first episode of proper Riverdale.
No. The only episode I remember that's not the final 3 is the Tabitha-centric episode.
Oh, that episode was so
Which honestly good for her for being a character in her second season and getting a whole entire centric
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Her
Tony
power.
didn't get that until like season 4.
Yeah. Her power.
Love it for her.
I was gonna say something. Okay, so
there was also a musical episode.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. When was that?
Yeah.
That was like a little past mid-season.
And what was that?
I feel like it was like episode like 15?
11.
Oh, I thought it was later.
I
don't know.
I could be wrong.
I'm gonna go look this up.
I could be so wrong.
All I know is they did American Psycho, and that was Roberta's like, it's perfect. Convention. And I'm like, Roberta, you only think it's perfect because you wrote it.
For real.
Okay.
Which, like, I would do the same thing, but...
It couldn't be 11, then. That's too... That was too far away.
There's 22 episodes this season.
17.
I was going to say 17, but I'm like, no, that feels too close to the finale.
I can't keep up, honestly. But... What was I thinking? They definitely did, like, a low-key musical this time. Like, it wasn't...
Yeah.
It didn't feel like a full-on musical episode, and I think I saw a thing where Roberto said that they weren't sure if they were even going to do one this year. So I think they just kind of threw it in there, which I don't mind because I liked the songs. Honestly, I liked them.
Hang on, I need to do research for a second before I say what's in my head.
Weren't bad. The only one I really remember is when they were all going out for Tony's bachelorette party, which once again I think it's very weird that they kept having Cheryl come in to do Tony's bachelorette. Like, yeah. Just weird.
They just did some absolutely terrible things with exes. Like Archie going to Veronica for Betty's engagement ring. Cheryl hosting Tony's bachelorette party. Like, this was just some really douche moves. Also, I was going to say I was hoping that we'd get to see them perform Bye Bye Birdie in the 50s, but it didn't come out till 58. Or nope, that's when it was set. 1960. So we're not going to get to see it.
Wait. Who's Jughead gonna live with in the 50s? How are they gonna do that?
His mom?
They better not.
Oh shit! Wait, I'm like, we haven't met his mom. No, we met his mom. I blocked her out.
We're not bringing Gina back.
Let's not.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions going into this final
I have a feeling they're going to do a musical next season, and I'm trying to think of what it could be, but I just like am picturing it so vividly. But I don't know what would have even been able to be done in the 50s.
Do we think there's going to be like a mystery, or is it just going to be trying them to get back to like modern day?
I feel like it's going to be that, but which I kind of prefer, because I don't want them to like over jumble this, because I like the idea they have.
Especially for it to be the final season, I want it to go back to like the first season where there's like one set storyline and not 7 million.
Will Jason be back? Will Penelope be back?
I don't think anybody who's died is coming back to the 50s, because I think they only time jump from the alive, people. Right? But she's not in Riverdale. She's in a different country in that convent.
Who's Cheryl gonna live with in the 50s?
Wait, okay, so
Nana Rose.
Shit, right? She spans all the generations.
Yes.
So
is she gonna be an old lady?
She better be. They cannot recast her.
No, but I'm just like, how are they gonna explain that? But they're not going to.
You think they have to? Like,
nah, she's just been an old lady for like her entire life.
I figured out who Macy's gonna be. She's gonna be young Nana Rose.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get the glass eye too?
Please. Actually, I can't put contacts in, so they're gonna have to give me an eye patch.
Well, Macy's out. The role of Nana Rose is back up.
Oh my god.
So it's only 1955 in Riverdale.
Yeah.
Yes.
That just occurs.
Can we just talk about the fact that the way they introduced that was by James Dean.
Yeah, James Dean.
That's how they introduced this. I'm like, there was no other way you did this. You just have to have like this really cringy scene of everybody crying over James Dean.
Well, I think it was supposed to be like Jughead, because that's what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah, I did too.
And I was like getting really nervous, and then Jughead's the only one that knows that what happened beforehand.
Yeah.
So is this the leading up to him, like that he's writing Riverdale? Like,
I feel like that has to be in there somewhere.
I hope I hope by the end of the show they pull like a private practice, a Little Woman, where they always end the show or movie with him having written a book titled Riverdale, and it's just stories from their lives. That's what I want. I don't want the show to be like his imagination, but I want him to write about the show.
I think that since that has been like a theory since season 1, I think what they did with that, instead of actually doing that, they did the Riverdale thing where he has to write for Riverdale to keep it going. I think they kind of did that theory and did it that way.
But if they did it all from his imagination, we could easily blame the superpower stuff on the shrooms he took. Because that's the only way that's coming to fruition.
Sure. I forgot.
How did they all of a sudden all get the powers?
Oh my god.
What were they actually called? They had a special Riverdale name.
Maple mushrooms?
It was maple something, I feel like.
Might have been maple shrooms or something like that.
I thought it was maple shrooms. What if in the series finale we see that Jughead has written the book, and then like it shows actual Riverdale, and it's a totally boring normal town?
I would love that.
Yo.
Hal is a good guy. He's not a murderer.
Oh my god.
My mind.
Like nothing ever happens there, and there's like a sign in Riverdale and it says safest place on earth or something, and Jughead is just bored and thinks he lives in the lamest town ever, so he wrote all these crazy things that should have happened in town.
That'd be actually crazy.
Someone get me a hold of Roberto right now.
Oh, it is maple mushrooms.
Someone get him on the horn.
That would actually be
really
amazing.
Interesting.
Oh my god, I feel like I need to tweet that or something. I just had a revelation.
Then they're just like, sorry, we're actually postponing season 7 for a bit. We got to rewrite everything. The amount of stuff that would just be like so funny to see.
Yeah.
There's so many possibilities. That's also why I love Riverdale so much, because there's no limit to what they'll do. So
they
literally
can do anything. It's amazing.
Right. And it's kind of awesome.
It is.
Like, I love it.
Like, I try to come up with like theories of what they'll do, and I'm just like, everything I come up with is too normal.
Yeah.
Anytime I've told a theory to a writer, I feel embarrassed because I know I'm not thinking outside of the box enough. And they're thinking, oh, you have no idea.
I think there's going to be a murder. Try a 3-headed demon who looks like a pig coming to obliterate the town.
I mean, anything could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The show is
Remember
brilliant.
when there was a council? There was like the town council.
And they didn't do anything with it.
I totally forgot about that. Because
remember when there was a stick monster?
Yeah.
Remember when Edgar tried to build a rocket?
That was great.
Good time.
Macy, at the end of this series, can you just like make a video? I'm envisioning it with the song In the Arms of the Angel in the background, just with all the most bizarre moments. Like the Gargoyle King, Edgar building his rocket. Just like the craziest things that happened on this show, just like as a way to commemorate the show.
Oh my god, yes. I can imagine like but it would be like everything.
Tell me you can't just hear it with the song.
No, I can.
No, I definitely can, like just everything slow motion, like sad, but it's like Edgar and the rocket.
Yeah,
like,
and it just like it's like in black and white too, and then it just it's so pretty. I think it would actually make me cry.
Oh my god.
Oh, and then you also have to include like a little voiceover of him going, "It's because you don't know the triumphs and defeats, the epic highs and lows of high school football." And that's how it ends.
Oh, That would be beautiful.
I'd get so emotional. I'm emotional thinking about it.
You're gonna have to remind me that a year from now.
I will. I will set an alarm for a year from now.
Okay.
It might even be more than a year.
Oh god, I know.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they're doing.
I think they start filming in October. So it's gonna be a hot minute.
So hopefully it means
So when
they're
are we
going to New
getting
York
this
Comic Con.
season?
I'd say January.
Yeah.
I cannot do another like March to August again. I can't do it.
Well, hopefully
It's
they
such
just
a
run
weird
it
time.
through.
Hopefully.
I
They never
don't-
do though.
No.
They always put like weird hiatuses in the middle of it, and I'm just like, can you stop?
Yeah.
I don't think they have a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely don't. Oh.
But yeah, I don't like that it went through the summer because
No.
I had to choose between Riverdale and Big Brother, and that was horrible. That was really hard for me. It was a really hard time.
Oh my god, wait, another moment I wrote down that I meant to mention when this finale, when Tabitha made Jughead watch Titanic, I immediately thought of Macy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
I
yeah, that would
thought of me
exactly,
too.
I'd be like, that's exactly what Macy would be doing if a comet was hurtling towards her.
I was screaming because when Tabitha said the exact time of how long the movie is, and so I was like, Tabitha's my soulmate. Like,
I ship it.
she should be with me. I would watch Titanic with her anytime.
Right? Well, I wouldn't because it hurts me too much. That's the other thing. Too unrealistic. They weren't crying enough. So.
Yeah. I mean, the ending, I'm full on sobbing every single time.
Alexie still isn't.
And I know it's coming.
I've seen it. I don't have the enough time to sit for 3 hours and 17 minutes.
But she'll love it.
Wait. I thought it was 4 hours.
No, Jughead says
you're right.
it's 4 hours. She's like, no, it's 3 hours and this many minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Also, speaking of ships, when Betty called Agent Drake again, I was really expecting her to get with her, and that's why she turned down Archie's proposal, but...
What was the point of that?
Yeah.
There was so much
to smooch.
Right?
I shipped it.
I ship it. I still ship it. In my review, I'm like, the Barchi feels were so strong this week, but I'm still rooting for Agent Drake and Betty.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Like, I love Barchi so much, but, like, the chemistry that they had was just too good.
Just let Betty Cooper be gay for a few episodes.
Yeah.
I don't care if she ends up with Archie in the end or Jughead. Just let me have her have a romp with a woman.
Yes. Oh my god, yes. Please.
My heart needs Lily to like fight for that.
I will also say I'm very happy that Veronica has determined that she's going to be single because there is nothing I want more.
Also be with a woman.
She could be.
Yes.
I would take that. God. But she cannot have a man in her life.
No. Men do not do her well.
No.
It'd be the first time we actually see Veronica single.
I know, and I'm so excited for it.
I would love to see her just go on like a Tinder date or something. Like just like a Hinge date or something.
No,
also,
what would it be in Riverdale?
Don't they have one?
What?
Don't they have a name for a dating app in Riverdale?
They had Bumble.
They'd like have like Swinge or something like that.
Well, they had Bumble because they were doing a sponsorship with Bumble. So
of course they were.
Remember when they did an Old Navy ad?
That was the most awkward ad I've ever seen in my entire life.
Why don't I remember that?
Weird. It was Tony showing off baby clothes, and she's like, "Look at these jeans I got from Old Navy." Oh my god.
It was so obvious.
The product placement I can deal with. It's when they like actually name drop them. I'm like, no. If you've given us like so many weird names for these places, you can't just bring in real places again.
The chips. I love it.
Every episode.
I love it so much. Oh my god. The chime one, they need to slow the roll on those. I'm a little tired of those.
What one?
The chime. You know the app, I think it's kind of like Venmo or whatever.
I've never seen that.
I think it's a lot with Veronica, right?
Well, no, one time Cheryl said she would chime Archie the money for getting the palladium out of the mines. Okay, and then he got it on his phone, and it was like, and then they've said it before, and Veronica said she would chime, blah, blah, blah. It's very subtle, almost.
Yeah, I don't even remember this.
It's not as, like, in your face as the smart food popcorn.
Yes,
those are so
Doritos.
I want them to send me popcorn so bad. I love that stuff.
Right? It's so good.
You hear that, smart food? I know you're watching.
Yeah, they're a big fan of Enter the Fangirls. Our like whole 8 subscribers we got, Smart Food's one of them.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say, do we think going back to the 50s they're going to put the original ships back together?
I heard there's going to be a triangle that will finally have like the Veronica, Betty, Archie triangle. I don't care either.
I don't want it.
Why do they keep trying to have Archie happen?
I just like, maybe it wouldn't be so bad if everyone was just single except for Jughead and Tabitha.
Yeah.
Cheryl and Tony can get back together too. They're fine. But like, Archie,
Tabitha,
Veronica, and Betty just
Tabitha
need to be single.
Tabitha are so solid. Like,
them seeing their future actually made me cry.
Oh my god, I lost it.
Beautiful. I was not expecting it.
Oh my god. Oh, they're so perfect.
Yeah. I also really enjoy Jughead now.
Jughead's wow. This season.
Yeah, he is. The season and last season, I was like, oh.
Listen, I'm always going to be a Dylan Sprouse. I'm more attracted to Dylan Sprouse.
But Dylan's got that beard going on now.
Kind of hitting it in this season. I don't know. There's something about like academia Jughead that just.
It's when the really Halloween costume when he was. Oh God, what's the Halloween costume he did?
I don't know. Cole gives me like little brother vibes because he kind of looks like my brother. So it's just like weird for me.
No, but like always see him as Cody Martin, and gosh, he was annoying. So like I can just never have a proper crush on Cole.
No, I was always Team Dylan.
Oh yeah.
I think they look different. So
like they do.
Dylan, I was always a Zach Martin.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned that's my new thing in shows, apparently. I'm into the teenage dirtbags, what can I say?
Fair.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Shoni as well. Because I kind of hated the stuff they did with them this episode.
To be honest, I wasn't a fan of Heather. Sorry.
No, she was hyped up so much, and
also I thought Heather looked like Miss Grundy, and I was really not feeling it.
The glasses for sure did that,
and I wasn't feeling it.
I mean, it was nice to see Cheryl have a relationship where someone wasn't conniving or trying to backstab her.
Like, you could definitely tell they actually, like, genuinely cared for each other. Like, Heather genuinely cared for her, which is what she deserved.
For a while, I thought Heather was going to be bad.
I know.
And she wasn't.
Yeah.
And it was like they just had a normal relationship, and I think Cheryl really needed that.
I
definitely
kind of don't want her to go. Like, I am a Shoni fan. Shoni. I keep messing this up.
Wait, but here's the thing, though. Hold on a second. Hold on. When Cheryl did the comment, they all went to 1955. So did she have time to get out of? Did the barrier ever open up for her to get out? So will she still be there?
Oh yeah.
Those are the things I do not know.
I don't know. Like, I want Shoni back together, but I really like how good Heather is for Cheryl.
Yeah.
I just felt like this
also
season,
because I honestly haven't
could've...
liked the way Tony has been treating Cheryl for the past 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like she's kind of used her a lot. And, like, I'm not a big Cheryl fan, so for me to, like, actually stick up for her, a little much. But just, like, a lot of things I'm just like, I don't like things either.
He's really annoying.
Yeah. I would have preferred, like, Sweet Pea instead. Because I miss Sweet Pea. Also, my crack ship is Sweet Pea and Veronica, and I really want that.
I completely forgot about Sweet Pea. Damn.
He's on the road with the Pussycats.
That we never got the spin-off to.
Did you really?
Which is so sad. Because I was down for that.
That was such a good episode.
It was a good episode.
I think it's Ashley said she wouldn't come back to Riverdale, so I don't think they're going to get that spin-off. But then Tom Swift also just got canceled, so...
Yeah.
She's unemployed, so I think you should come back for a Pussycat spin-off.
She should.
Yeah. Trying to think if there's, like, any other big moments that we're skipping over.
Do you feel like Betty and Archie were not really together this entire season until the last few?
There were, like, moments, and that's it.
Yeah. Also, like...
Can we also talk about the musical number? Because why was I emotional?
Oh, the one in the finale?
Yeah, it was so good.
Very good.
It was
very
good.
Very out of place, but also it was very Riverdale.
Literally, like, right as they were doing that scene, I'm like, there needs to be a musical, like, number right here. I'm like, it wouldn't be a Riverdale finale without a musical number. And then they start singing, I'm like, no.
It just felt, like, so, like, emotional because they all thought it was over for them. And it was, like, in that moment when I was watching them sing, I was thinking to myself, I was like, I'm not ready for this show to go. I'm not ready to lose these characters.
Yeah.
No.
Like, it made me realize how much I don't remember life without him.
When Machen's final table read picture comes out, her annual table read selfie, I'm gonna lose it. I hate how much the show has a chokehold on me.
No.
Like, they're right there all the time. On my wall, with me all the time, and I'm not ready to say goodbye.
I'm not either. They've been here so long. Like, it's been, 6 years?
I graduated high school with them.
Weird.
I know.
I graduated college with them.
We all had a milestone with them.
I did, because I remember when I started watching the first season when it was on Netflix, and I was down in Florida visiting Brian, and I was like, you gotta watch this show. And he was like, yeah, whatever.
Love Brian. Can we have Brian on the podcast?
Brian.
Yes.
But yeah.
I don't know what we can do, but we need to have Brian on the podcast.
Does Brian still work in Disney?
So he knows how
Idea. You know how we said we're going to have a Macy game show? Can Brian be one of the contestants?
Oh my God.
As long as he doesn't bully me.
No.
Okay. I think that would be the thing. For anyone watching who doesn't know who Brian is, it's Macy's best friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
He also runs a no context The Vampire Diaries.
Right.
Because he always has to copy me.
Of course.
Brian, if you're watching this, which should be, please come on the podcast.
No. I will ask him about it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Also, they teased Alice was gonna have a love interest and just did nothing with her.
Remember when she said at Paley Fest or wherever it was that her and Frank were
I'm
friends
tired
with
of being lied to.
We got her flirtily stuffing a rag down her sink just to get him to unclog it.
Oh my God. I was like, was that a fanfic? What are you? And I was like, no, that was real. Oh my God, what was that?
That was Riverdale.
Riverdale.
I think that was the first episode of Riverdale, or the second one, something like that.
And that was the last time they talked to each other.
She literally said they were friends with benefits. I'm like, bitch, where?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing about Machen when they ask her things. She just says what she thinks,
Yeah.
And it's like, because remember when she kept saying about, like, she wouldn't want
Betty to follow in her footsteps with Archie.
Yeah, because of her thing with Fred, and I was like,
girl, you
what are you
with
talking
Fred. You kissed him
about?
once.
Yeah. And you literally said in that episode, like, it was just two hot people kissing. It was like nothing else. But she said that like twice in interviews where she said about.
And everybody gets so
because
mad
of
at her. And I
Fred.
just like, at this point, I just find it so funny. I'm like, she has just made up her own version of the show. Just let her be.
You just have to take everything she said with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I don't trust her anymore.
Anytime she has
I love her to death, but I don't
with
trust
a guy, she has to make a ship name, and like people immediately think like, oh my god, they're gonna be a thing, and it's like, no, that's just her.
She's just trolling.
That's just how she is.
And I think she knows that that's why like people get mad and angry about it. And I think that's why she does it.
I love that.
She's an absolute menace, and I love her for it.
I love her for it. God. I think I've genuinely been convinced this woman is going to have like 8 different relationships in the show. Meanwhile, I know in my gut they don't give her the time of day. So she's just really good at manipulating me. So she could tell me she was going to have an affair with the Gargoyle King, and I would have been like, wow, you're going to have an affair with the Gargoyle King? That's crazy.
Yeah, back then I would have been like, I would have full on believed that. No, remember in season 3, she took that picture with the ring on her finger with
yes.
Oh my God, yeah.
and everyone started freaking out. What a lying bitch.
I wrote a one shot about it. I fell for it.
We all did. And she's just like being
a
goof.
What? Women against me shaming.
Oh, stop. Not say such things.
Women for Machen's life.
Oh my god. Bless that woman.
Real. Wait, was this?
She's the biggest shit stirrer.
She is.
Why don't they let her into the writer's room? I am so curious to just know what she would put in.
I just realized she didn't direct the season.
Did she not?
No.
Hold on. Oh, so her last one was the Night Gallery one?
Yeah.
Dang. She must
Why
have
did
been...
the Night Gallery episode seem like 4 months ago, but in reality it was almost like a full year ago.
I truly thought that was season 6. I keep...
Because these seasons have been molding together. Honestly, it would have been a perfect opportunity to have her direct because she was never on screen.
For real. Exactly.
Right.
Maybe she was working on other stuff at home.
I think she's been really busy with Don't Mind Me.
Yeah. And her movie that she directed. Reminisce. I have another thing. Okay, so when Mary said that her and Brooke got a divorce, I was thinking, okay, what is the reason for that? They wouldn't just say
she's
that
in love with her
without
money.
there being that.
That's my other crack ship.
Because I was like, okay, she could have just come to Riverdale for whatever reason. Why would they add that in? There has to be a reason for that. So either the reason is because obviously they're gonna have her. She's in 1955, obviously, so she's gonna be in it more. Or she's gonna have a thing with Frank.
Don't put that out. Don't put that out there.
I'm kind of worried. Because where's Frank gonna live?
Look, I'm just hoping he's having an affair with Alice.
Me too. Can someone write it, Sam?
I do still have a half-finished one in my drafts. Anyone who is mean and ships Phallus, please don't attack me. I'm very sensitive.
Oh,
I wrote it for fun.
I forgot this is recording.
You know what? I don't care.
I forget this isn't just 3 gals.
Just chatting.
I just want Machen to have hot relationships. It's what she deserves. So, you know what? If it's with Frank, who I still find hot, I don't care what anybody says.
Same.
So be it. And you know what? Affairs are fun. And in the 50s, an affair would be so much fun. And it's she's cheating on Hal, so is it even that bad? No.
No.
But I do love Lachlan.
Wait, so is the dead resurrected?
No.
So why is Hal going to be back? I thought Hal was dead.
No, we're just guessing.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he'll come back. I think everyone who's dead is dead. So I'm assuming Hal is just going to have died in war or something.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, no one was divorced in the 50s. So, like, how are they going to, like, explain all these people? Because no one is together in this show. Every couple is broken up.
Like, Jughead doesn't have a family.
There isn't a single happy marriage on this show.
Oh, I love that.
Archie just has Mary. Veronica, Hermione's not going to come back. So who is she going to live with?
I hope Mary sticks around. I love Molly.
I do too. She was only in 2 episodes this season, I think.
She wasn't in a lot.
Yeah, I'm glad she came back.
I can't see Hermione coming back, but, like, yeah, also where would Veronica go?
Like, literally no one has their parents anymore.
I wonder if they could make her, like, Jughead's sister.
Okay, you're going too far there.
They look alike, sort of. They got the same hair color.
They kissed.
Are they orphans then? Everybody in this show is just going to be orphans in season 7?
That's what I'm wondering. What if... No. The people who are dead are dead. I need to just remember that. They're not going to come back.
Did Abuelita die?
No.
She can be Veronica's guardian.
Yeah. There could be a reason that they had her, kind of be the person who tried to shoot up Veronica.
Hermione is a nurse in the war. Hiram...
I cannot see her caring about a soul.
Me either, but Hiram croaked in the war, so Veronica needs to go with somebody.
Everyone who's died, we're just going to say they died in the war.
But Fred would be a really good nurse in the war.
Sweet baby Fred.
That's my canon. He's a nurse in the war. And he's alive and well.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, I know. They mentioned him so much in the last episode, and I'm just like, can we not? I'm never going to be over it.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh my god, since Skeet's not going to come back, can they have one of his kids just come and play Jughead's dad? Like, I know there's an age difference there, but I think it'd be so funny. They'll probably have, like, they'll probably, like, have his, like, grandpa come or something.
His grandpa died.
It's the 50s. Who cares?
They're not resurrecting anyone, Sam.
Fine, he'll have his maternal grandpa.
Okay.
And maybe Veronica will be adopted by the Coopers. I don't know.
I would love that.
She's adopted by the Andrews because Mary and Hermione had a lesbian love affair in the 50s.
Wait, Jennifer and Dagwood are going to be in this too. So Polly will have still had her kids when she was in high school.
So who did she have a baby with if Jason doesn't exist?
Because he died in the war.
Oh my god. The show's wild.
No, me and Macy's version of the show is wild.
Oh my god.
I'm now thinking of all the logistics that don't make sense with these.
I know. Like, why are we spending time doing this?
Because it's fun.
It is honestly so fun.
Oh my god.
There's so many possibilities, and we got so much time to think about it.
Yeah.
Could they have Lachlan come back and be like Hal's twin brother who's somehow been living in Riverdale under everybody's noses?
I've been wanting that so much.
I thought that was going to be the twist in season 2.
I would have been okay with that, even though they've done the twin thing a bajillion times.
Do you
it
remember
makes sense.
Clifford's
He's got
twin?
the twin gene. Yes. What's his name? Claudius?
Yeah, that was so fun. I love season 2, man.
That was the last season where Alice had like her snarky, iconic line.
I know.
She doesn't have those anymore.
She doesn't say more than like 3 words anymore.
Or she's crying.
I am still not over the emotional turmoil I went through with season 5. I think about Next to Normal and I will hysterically start sobbing.
Y'all need to have a podcast episode of it's just called Justice for Alice Cooper, and we will
do it. Let's do it next week. Let's go.
There's so much I could say.
I think we should do it. What are y'all doing next week, same time? Just a Mage Naming appreciation episode.
Nothing.
We don't have anything planned for next week. I'm just saying.
I'm down. The wounds are still new from her head getting chopped off and having to think about what if my favorite character dies. So.
And me torturing you with thinking that she was gonna die.
I really thought Polly was gonna go back to heaven with Jason.
Yeah.
I'm so glad she did because I could not see Alice mourn her again. I still have nightmares of just that scene where like Polly is walking out the door in slow motion and Alice watches her. Like that's like her final goodbye. Can we also just talk about the fact that apparently they were going to kill off Dagwood, like an 8-year-old?
I know.
Did they say how they were going to kill them off?
I don't know. Probably explode him because this show is ruthless.
No, I think what was going to happen in that instance, it was going to. I know I don't watch Marvel, but I think it was going to be a whole thing where they just dissolve, like they just disappear.
Also, when did they die? Why don't I remember Juniper and Dagwood dying in the first place?
Dagwood died because he was the firstborn.
Yeah.
I missed that episode, right? And somehow Jughead died even though he is not the firstborn.
I know.
So
that was weird. Oh, I remember what I was going to say now. So, since Charles made a miraculous recovery, did he just go back to prison and tell them, hey, I'm good now. I can do my sentence some more? Like, where is he now?
Is he in prison in Riverdale? Is he going to be around in the 50s?
That's what I'm wondering.
Did Phallus still have their affair in high school? Did she get pregnant in high school? Oh my god, no. She has a love child with P in the 50s. She's married to Hal in the 50s, and she's having a secret side affair with Reagan.
Oh my god, please.
Oh my god.
Please.
Make Alice a whore in season 7. It's all I want.
Please.
I need
Give her that walk of shame. Please. She's been begging for it. She's been asking
since season 1.
Yeah.
It's not too much to ask.
Oh my god.
Maybe that's why she said they're friends with benefits, because that's what they are in season 7.
If he's even in it, they might even just like be like, oh, he's not going to be in this season.
Yeah, fair. I wouldn't even be surprised.
And if they do, I'm okay with a new male character coming in and swooping her off her feet.
Okay with it too.
I'm okay with that.
Because she can have chemistry with a chair. So, like, you can put anyone in there. She's going to be fine.
She had to have chemistry with John Lithgow. So.
And she did great.
Why haven't y'all had a Machen episode yet? Because we could talk about all of this stuff.
Listen, I am down to do it next week.
So am I.
We'll plan for that. God. So, maybe Macy's coming back next week. Maybe we're just going to talk about Machen Amick. And it better be the most viewed episode we do.
Oh my god, we could talk about. We could talk about Bombshell.
She had to have a sex scene with John Lithgow.
And it was
and
iconic.
Made it look sexy.
Iconic.
Oh my god.
I definitely remember watching this and I loved it. But it's been a while.
Yeah. That plot twist at the end, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Yes. So good.
Although, like, Eric Roberts kind of scares the shit out of me. He's kind of a little creepy in that movie.
He was scary.
She really just had to have chemistry with, like, some interesting people in that movie.
Yeah.
I always forget that that's Emma Roberts' dad.
And Julia Roberts' brother.
Oh, yeah.
I forget they're ever related, any of them.
Yeah.
It's Eric Roberts.
Anyway, Riverdale.
Anything else we have to say?
I don't think so. I'm sure there's so much I have to say, but I just genuinely cannot form thoughts on it or words.
I feel like there are plot points that we missed, but like
we definitely didn't go in order. We definitely just like said things and then ran with it.
Absolutely.
I'm actually surprised that Hiram did not come back. That he's like actually dead.
You want to know why Hiram didn't come back? Because Mark Consuelos is on the new season of Only Murders in the Building.
I saw that. I was watching the episode today and I was like emotional.
I was doing my makeup and I heard the voice and I was like, what?
He said Mija.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
If we can't have Mark back, can we have Kelly?
What would Kelly play?
She was already on the show once.
I know, but
she played his mistress. She can play Mary Andrews' girlfriend.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm trying to think of guest stars I would love to see.
She can be Jughead's caretaker or Veronica's. She's Veronica's stepmom.
I really want some like big name people on Riverdale next season.
Remember when was it Andy Cohen?
Yeah.
Remember when he came?
So random.
My God, that was.
God, I love this show. I need like some very just like completely out of pocket people to come on.
Please.
You know what? Put John Lithgow in there. Make him the one who has an affair with me.
Oh my god, no. He's just gotten older.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh my god. Put Christian Slater on there. Please.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yes.
I want it so bad.
Yes.
I need that now.
I need my closure to My Own Worst Enemy. Because that chemistry was
unmatched.
It was so good. They were such a perfect match. Okay. I'm trying to think who else would I want to be on Riverdale. Like who would fit?
Like there are people I would want on Riverdale, but I'm trying to think of people who like you said would fit.
Literally no one.
I know. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Oh, she'd be so cute in it.
Yeah.
Anyone from Scooby-Doo would be perfect.
Oh my god.
Freddie
Don't
Prinze
get me started on
Jr.
Scooby-Doo.
Freddie Prinze Jr. playing The Affair.
Ooh.
Bug Guy 2.0. Yes. What if we got Tommy's actor? You know what? We're just fan casting Machen's Affair for season 7. Alice's Affair, sorry. We're getting her that walk of shame. I hope she's like running her own like brothel in her bedroom. Just like getting like a parade of guys in and out.
Can we finally see her bedroom? Maybe finally build the set.
I thought we were gonna see it last season season 4 when the auteur was in the house. Thought we were gonna get to see some phallus action.
I know. We didn't even get to see them in the hotel room when they had to evacuate because they were scared.
We were robbed of so many things.
It's such Oh, you know what hurts me even more? That there's deleted scenes sitting on a computer.
You see, we're not talking about these.
Well, I will say I know that releasing stuff like that isn't up to the writers and stuff. It's up to like the
Warner Bros.
Yeah, it's up to them. Because I remember when people would beg the writers about it, and they're like, "Well, the CW has to give them to, like, they have to be the ones to release that kind of stuff." So they can only do so much.
I don't really get why they stopped doing the bloopers and the deleted scenes.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
It makes me so angry.
Did they do bloopers for season 5?
I don't.
Because we got them for. Did we get them for season 4?
I think we got them for season 4 and no deleted scenes.
We did get them for season 4 because of the ice.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we got those pretty late though, right? Like we just got those last year.
So I'm hoping we didn't get any for season 5 then.
Look, I will tweet aggressively about
Season
it.
5 is depressing.
I'm gonna try to get us these things.
Just
use
like
my superpowers.
Riverdale writers, CW, Warner Bros. If you're watching this, we will keep it between us. We won't share it. I can promise you that.
I'm a great gatekeeper, so.
Oh yeah, if I can hold that over somebody's head, be like, yeah, you think you're special? I got the serpent jacket scene.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You.
I would be sobbing.
Need it.
That's all I want.
I will sacrifice myself to Percival for those scenes. Like, I need them.
I will literally write my name on the soul contract for Lucifer. Lucifer.
Maybe that's why Skeet quit the show, because they wouldn't release the deleted scenes. But he should have stole them on his way out.
He should have.
Anyway, before we keep talking about everything, I don't think there's anything else that we actually have to talk about on topic.
I don't think so.
But I'm not going to open that can of worms again, because we will just start talking about random things again.
This actually might be our most chaotic and organized episode yet, though.
Do you not remember last week when we also just had a 30-minute conversation about Disney Channel shows and movies?
But that was important.
I know, but I'm just saying, we go off the rails so easily, and there's no easy way to get back on track. So, thank you for joining us on this episode of Enter the Fangirls. You can keep up with us on social media. Our Twitter is Enter Fangirls, and our YouTube and Instagram are Enter the Fangirls.
Make sure you follow us wherever you listen to your podcast. Thank you, Macy, for joining us on this week's episode and trying to help us navigate what the heck happened this season.
Yeah, thank you.
You know I always got you. You know,
yes
I say I don't know anything, and then I blurt out the explanation. I don't know where it's stored in my brain, but it's there.
Also, follow Macy on Twitter at No Context Riverdale.
No Context RVD.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I don't know. Just follow me.
And she's on Instagram at No Context RVD.
Yeah. I'm really bad at Instagram, so.
Yeah, I haven't updated our Instagram account for this podcast in so long, so don't worry.
Yeah. But yeah, we can't wait for you to join us our next week's episode. Once again, I'm Lexi.
I'm Sam, and this is Enter the Fangirls.